Lead Heads, welcome back to the Talking Lead podcast. This is episode 237, and we just keep bringing you guys awesome shows like last week. Hope that you tuned in to episode 236, where our guest was none other than the legend himself, Michael Bain of Best Defense, Downrange TV, Downrange Radio. He's got a podcast. I'm sure most of you lead heads are very familiar with Mr. Bain. Make sure you go back, check out that episode. We also had Alex from VanQuest talking about some awesome new packs that they're going to be releasing this year. Actually, they're already out and available. You can go to vanquest.com and check out those. So go back to episode 236, check out those awesome interviews. Keeping up the interviews this week, I don't have any guest with me to do a pre-show. It's just going to be me today, so I hope I don't bore you guys too much. But this week, we're going to have Senior Team Leader Garcia on. He's going to be talking about a new revolution in LE, less lethal system for law enforcement. Right now, his team, US C-SOG, Corrections Special Operations Group, is exclusively running this system, and it's from Kel-Tec. And it's based on the KSG shotgun platform. It's called the Kinetic Energy Deployment System, or KEDS. Not the shoes, but you guys are going to hear Garcia talk about that. And then we're going to get in a little more intimate conversation with Garcia. He's been a longtime friend of mine and of the show. You longtime lead heads have heard Garcia on the show many times. And he'll usually bring along one of his Giant Schnauzers, the Riesenator, Max being the one that we were originally introduced to. And we've got a heartwarming story about Max. So break out the tissues. It's going to be a little sad, but it's a happy story. So you got that one to look forward to. And then we also are going to have David Tanos, which it's not pronounced Thanos, and he'll get into in the interview on how his name's actually pronounced, with Santa Cruz Gun Locks. So this is a cool, sexy way for you guys to safely display your firearms and have quick access to them. And as he's going to point out, it's not a safe, but it is a nice way to display and have quick access to your firearms in your home, in your vehicles, wherever that may be. It's going to be a shorter show than normal. I'm going to be releasing another one right after this. So there's going to be 2 shows this week that you guys are going to get back to back. I'm going to be doing some traveling, going down to the Big 3 East, getting some more great interviews down there for you guys for episodes to come in the future. And speaking of episodes and making them available and possible for you guys each week, go and show some love to all the sponsors and supporters of Talking Lead, like X-Steel Targets.
X-Steel Targets.
The best, most affordable AR-500 steel targets on the market today. X-Steel Targets. They're always running some great deals there. If you guys have never shot an AR-500 steel target, you're missing out. The boring old paper targets, I mean, they serve their purpose. And yeah, I will shoot those also. But there's nothing more satisfying than hitting those AR-500 steel targets and getting that ting. And especially if you guys are into the long-range shooting, they're just awesome. There's no substitute. Check them out at xsteeltargets.com. High-threat concealment. So for you guys who are into the conceal carry or carry, I mean, some of you, I know, open carry. These guys offer solutions for you to have a nice, comfortable, low-profile carry system. All their holsters, their mag carriers, radio carriers, they got trauma kit carriers, and their belts themselves. They've got a low-vis battle belt, they call it, that's really comfortable. And it eliminates the need for you to have one of those rigger belts to hook onto and put all your stuff on, where sometimes those will ride high or low. It's just a quick padded system that you click on, you go, just wrap it around your waist. There's no looping involved. So let's say at night you hear a bump in the dark. Well, you can just have that laying next to your bed and easily accessible. Just grab it, throw it around your waist. You got your pajamas on, and then you can go and secure the house with that very quickly, very easily. Same thing if you're just riding around in your car and a threat, an active shooter situation happens, and you can just have your rig already on the belt, ready to go, sitting in the back of your car. You just grab it, throw it around your waist, boom, you're ready to go and engage the threat. Check them out at highthreatconcealment.com. And of course, the official optics of Talking Lead, Ride On Optics. Check them out at rideonusa.com. They're going to be down at Big 3 East. We had Brady on a few episodes ago from a SHOT Show, and we were talking about a new 1-8 and a higher powered scope that they're going to be releasing soon. Like I said, we're going down to Big 3 East. They're going to be down there, and we're going to be trying out some of their new scopes. So that's something to look forward to from our trip from the to the Big 3 East. RideOnUSA.com, and of course use the Leadhead discount code to get you a nice 20% discount. And as always, that code is Leadhead, Leadhead, all one word. And you guys can use this at any of our sponsors, any of the supporters of the show. And if the code doesn't work, let me know, and we'll get it reactivated. Those codes, they have to set time limits on them, and they expire after so long. So if you guys are going to these stores, if you guys are going to our sponsors and trying to use that code, doesn't work, shoot me an email, talkinglead@gmail.com, and we'll get that reactivated for you. Modern Spartan Systems. Don't just clean and lube your guns, optimize them with Modern Spartan Systems line of optimization products. They've got the oils, the greases, the cleaners, the carbon destroyers, the glass cleaner, and they even got products for your vehicle and you fishermen. They've even got a product for you. Check them out at modernspartansystems.com. VanQuest, like I said, we had VanQuest on last episode. We had Alex and talking about those new products that they've got there. We don't have a discount code set up for them yet. I'm working on that. But those are some awesome products, so you guys make sure you go check them out at vanquest.com. 1776 United. I've been seeing several of you lead heads post up your new Leadhead Brigade t-shirts. That's awesome. So you guys who haven't gotten those yet and you want some Talking Lead swag and apparel, you go to 1776united.com, and that's where you're going to be able to get our t-shirts. We've got our classic Talking Lead logo t-shirt. We've got the new Leadhead Brigade t-shirts. And then we've also got our new patches, the Leadhead Brigade patches there. If you guys remember back a while where we had the contest, we had a listener submission contest where you guys submit your ideas on the best logo that represents you, the Leadheads, and the Leadhead Brigade was the one that won. Those other two logos, I think we're going to be coming out with another t-shirt with one of those. So stay tuned for the next surprise t-shirt. And then a couple of episodes ago, we had Frank with Premier Body Armor. Our good buddy Jody Bauckham introduced us. And at that show, Frank sent me home with one of their Harrier Level 3A concealable vest. And I've been wearing that thing since SHOT Show. And I got to tell you guys, it is a very comfortable vest to wear. It conforms to your body. It's very soft. And it fits right under your normal everyday clothes. As you guys know, my alter ego, I do some real estate out there. So when I'm out doing my real estate, I'll put that on. I've been wearing that, and it's very, especially when I wear a coat over it. I mean, people can't tell that I've got it on, and it's very comfortable. It's not restrictive or limits my movement or anything like that. So you guys check out Premier Body Armor, and I'm going to be trying out their hard body armor soon. They're going to be sending me some of their 10x12 plates, their Durus 8000, their level 3 plate. And you guys go back to the episode, I think it was 2 or 3 episodes ago, where we had Frank on, where he's talking about their hard body armor. I'm going to be trying that out, so I'll give you guys a first-hand account of that, and I'm not sure which carrier they're going to send, but I'll make sure I give you guys an update on that. But check them out at premierbodyarmor.com. So before we get into our interview with Senior Team Leader Garcia from the 2018 SHOT Show out of the official Lead Quarters, the Kel-Tec booth, and also Kel-Tec, I want to thank them so much for making our accommodations at SHOT Show so awesome there in the booth. Chad was an awesome guest host with me. Helped line everything up. Matt over there did a great job. Big thanks to Derek for making that happen. Derek Kelgren over there. Couldn't have done it without you guys, so thank you so much. And we've got several more interviews from the 2018 SHOT Show coming your way, so go and give Kel-Tec a big thanks. Hit them on social media. Say how much you guys have been enjoying these interviews that they made possible. Just shoot them a little message over there. They've did videos. They posted some videos and things. We did some live videos from SHOT Show. They posted them on their Facebook page. So a lot of these interviews that you're hearing us do, I've been trying to repost them on our site also, but you can go to Kel-Tec's Facebook page, scan down to about the time when SHOT Show was going on, and you'll be able to see the people that we're interviewing in a lot of these interviews. But like I was saying, before we get into that, there's a couple of things I want to do. We gotta throw some Jackwagons on the Talking Lead Jackwagon Train. So let's get that train in here, Gunny.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the Talking Lead Jackwagon of the Week, so brace yourself, baby.
All right, so as many of you have probably seen, there's been some companies, in our industry, in the firearms industry, that have gone and made public statements or announcements that they were for the fixed NICS bill pending in the U.S. Senate. Daniel Defense was one of those. He came out, Marty Daniel came out and made a very public statement on their social media about how he was behind it and supporting it and pushing it, which he has since retracted that due to the overwhelming blowback that he's received from it. And that's awesome. I mean, you guys made your voices heard. And that's just an example of how if you speak up, you make it known that you don't agree with someone's opinion or the path that they're going down, especially if they are somebody who says that they represent you and have the same mindset as you. You got to quickly let them know that, no, that's not the path that we're taking on this, and we don't support that. So don't say you're with us. And like Chad said, I'm all for a company, freedom of speech, freedom to run your business how you want to run your business. If that's how he wanted to do it, then that's fine. I have no problem with that. I'm not going to support that. I'm not going to support a company who does things that are contradictory to our Second Amendment rights. And I think he saw the light. So Marty, since, I guess to his credit, if you want to say, I mean, definitely to his business sense, changed his mind and is against the fixed NICS after all the blowback and criticism. But again, that's just the example. If you guys will do this with your senators, your congresspeople, your representatives, the president, then you got to make your voices heard. Otherwise, those gun-grabbing, bleeding-heart liberals, the squeaky wheel gets oiled, so to speak. So we got to be louder. We got to be more boisterous than those people, and we can do it in a non-violent way as well. So you do that by contacting them, by going to usa.gov/elected-officials. And there are links there on how you can get in touch with the president. There's a form. There's an online form that you can fill out. There's a number that you can call. There's a switchboard number. It's 202-456-1414. I'm sure that they could get you in touch with your local U.S. senators, representatives, governors, legislators. They can give you that information. But there's links on that website that you can click on and do that as well. There are pro-gun nonprofit organizations such as the National Rifle Association, the NRA, Gun Owners of America, the GOA, and several other ones, National Association for Gun Rights, National Shooting Sports Foundation, NSSF. You can go to these websites, and they've got just easy to click and send forms that will go to your senators, your representatives, in opposition of all these new gun bills and laws that they're trying to implement, such as the fixed NICS, the bump stock, banning the bump stocks. And, that's a thing. They're not just banning bump stocks. It's any device that enhances the rate of fire for a firearm. So that could be triggers, that could be muzzle devices, that could be anything, springs, your finger, things like the bump stock, the double tap. I can't remember who, I think it's Franklin Armory who makes the double tap trigger. So when they say bump stock, don't fall for that. It's not just the bump stock, and they don't even mention bump stock in that. It's any device that increases the rate of fire. So there's all kinds of crazy things out there. And of course, these gun grabbers try to dress them up and disguise them as saying, hey, we're not taking away everything. We're just, we just want to get rid of these certain things. And it's that slippery slope. So don't fall down that slippery slope. Don't let anybody else fall down that slippery slope. Get in touch with them today. And like I said, you can go to the website usa.gov/elected-officials, or you can go to NRA, you can go to GOA, you can go to the NSSF, and several other websites as well. But that being said, we've got the Jackwagon Train here, and I was talking about Marty Daniels and Daniel Defense. So we're throwing those guys on, even though he came back and had second thoughts. I commend him for that. But I think I would have respected him just as much if he'd have stuck with his guns, if that's the stance that he wanted to take. I wouldn't have supported it, but I probably would have respected him more had he stuck with his stance. There's also, you talk about all these school walkouts, and these are organized by left-wing gun-grabbing organizations that have their agendas, that are using our children, our youth, to make their statements. One of these, there's a story, and it happened just the other day. It says, school suspends a student for refusing to take part in National Walkout Day, gun control protest. School suspends student for refusing to take part in National Walkout Day, in quotes, gun control protest. So you can go to gunnews.com. They've got a lot of good articles there, up to date on what's going on with a lot of this batshit crazy stuff that these left-wingers are doing. So the story, and I'll read you the story on this one real quick here. It says, while there remain some exceptions, the vast majority of the public school systems have been hijacked by Marxists who believe public schools are for political indoctrination, not educating future generations of well-prepared American citizens. And this article is by J.D. Hayes, H-E-Y-E-S. And just a little Talking Lead disclaimer, we do not constitute or imply the endorsement, recommendation, or favoring of anything that this guy says in this article, but we might. So it goes on to say, like college and university campuses, public schools are now increasingly being politicized by the left, which I agree with that, as evidenced last week during National Walkout Day on 1 month anniversary of the Parkland, Florida shooting. Rather than protest the fact that the armed deputy serving as a high school resource officer and his fellow deputies hid outside the school as Nicholas Cruz, that's the guy who shot everybody, rampaged and killed 17 people inside. Students around the country are being brainwashed into believing that the NRA, Republicans, and President Donald Trump are most responsible because they all happen to believe that the Second Amendment firearms ownership's guarantee is as important as America's First Amendment right to protest. But one student in Hilliard, Ohio, who wished to remain above the fray and not take either side of the argument, was punished by his school district because he also refused to be indoctrinated. As reported by the Independent Journal Review, Hillard-Davidson High School senior David Shoemaker refused to take part in the walkout, opting instead to stay away from the mostly anti-gun protest, remaining in class rather than attending an alternative study hall. Shoemaker defended his actions by stating, correctly, in my view, that's what the writer of the article put in quotes, that divisive politics have no place in the American public school system. As such, he refused to take either side of the debate. For that, he received a suspension, which was posted online, possibly by a friend, and quickly went viral. IJR reported, Independent Journal Review reported. Quote, student refused to follow instructions after being warned repeatedly by several administrators. In quotes, the suspension later states, student not permitted on school property, end quotes. And then the article goes on. So this kid was suspended from school for not participating in a gun protest rally. So that in and of itself is showing that they don't actually believe in freedom of speech. This guy exercised his First Amendment right to not protest, and he was punished for it. So it just goes to show you that the left wants it both ways. They want to have their cake and eat it too. If you're not for them, you're against them, so to speak, and they'll punish you for it. So there was another incident that happened. And this is another article by JD. JD's on top of this stuff, man. I tell you, JD Hayes, Heys. And again, we don't necessarily agree or endorse anything in his articles, but we probably do. Alt-left hate parade. Student carrying pro-Trump flag beaten during anti-gun school walkout. So what happened here is, so you may have heard earlier this week that a number of left-leaning groups were responsible for scores of walkout protests at schools all over the country on the 1-month anniversary of the Parkland shooting. The purpose of the walkouts was to draw attention to the hard left's gun control agenda. No more, no less, obviously. But apparently that was the only permissible political message, at least at one Minneapolis, Minnesota high school, as reported by the New York Post. A student who carried a flag emblazoned with the word Trump was beaten by other students during the Wednesday walkout protest. The unidentified flag-waving student was confronted by two classmates at Southwest High School as students gathered outside early Wednesday to protest gun violence after a shooting that left 17 people dead at a Florida high school last month, WCCO reports. I'm not laughing at, obviously, the massacre that happened. I'm laughing because they're protesting anti-violence, protesting gun violence. They're protesting against violence. I mean, gun or not, they're protesting against violence, but yet to get their message across, they are being violent. They beat this student. As students began observing a moment of silence, two students decided to confront the Trump flag-waving student who was across the street. As they began pummeling him, reports said 6 more students joined in as well. Mob mentality right there. Nothing like a fair fight. Related, here's why the American left and right probably will never reconcile differences without violence. Democrats have become the party. In the end, the victim's flag was taken from him and likely destroyed, though news reports don't confirm that. His camera was damaged and he was battered and bruised. Reports said the melee was broken up by a school resource officer and that no arrests were made. It also isn't clear whether the school planned to take any action against the thug kids who attacked the Trump supporter, only that the resource officer is investigating, in quotes. So he goes on, another great article. Go to guns.news.com, JD Hayes. I don't know who this guy is. I don't go to this website very often, but I just discovered it recently. They've got some pretty good articles. Some of the other articles that they've got on there, best SHTF shotgun, shit hit the fan shotguns, top 5. Major university authorized concealed carry of firearms on campus 6 months ago, and the results have been phenomenal for student safety. Trump may be backing new gun proposals, but there's only one thing that will really stop future mass murders. So there's all kinds of articles in there. So go check them out. So I'm throwing on the Jackwagon train these left-wing organizations that are organizing these school walkouts that are just taking advantage of our youth, our kids, but just using them as puppets to get their left-wing gun-grabbing agendas across. It's wrong. They shouldn't do it. It's sending a very mixed message to our youth, and they need to be called out for what they are and what they're doing. So that's my Jackwagon train this week. Had to get those in there. But if you guys have anybody you want to throw on the Jackwagon Train, you want to nominate, hit me up. Shoot me an email, talkinglead@gmail.com. Put in the title, Jackwagon Candidate, something that I know that you guys are nominating somebody for the Jackwagon Train. I have people on Facebook that will send me messages on Facebook. You can send me a message via Facebook if you want to. I check those quite often as well, but email is the best, talkinglead@gmail.com. If you've got any comments, questions, suggestions about the show, send those to me as well, talkinglead@gmail.com. And you guys, this is our 5th year anniversary. We've been doing this for 5 years now, thanks to you guys. We appreciate all the support, and we've been giving away some cool lead head swag and various other cool products and prizes for you guys for taking part, engaging with us on social media. And it's time to pick another lead head to win some awesome prizes from the lead head vault, from the lead head swag vault. So this week, I've noticed that there's been one gentleman in particular who's been very engaging. He seems to go and like and comment on most of our posts that we've been posting. And his name is Jeremiah Town. Congratulations, Jeremiah. You win an awesome prize from the Leadhead Swag Vault. You'll get in touch with me at talkinglead@gmail.com. Jeremiah, you're also on Facebook, I see there, so you could send me a message via Facebook. And we're going to hook you up with some cool stuff, brother. Appreciate all the interaction that you're doing with us and support on our social medias. And if you want to get some cool swag, some cool prizes, then be engaging like Jeremiah is on our social media, our Instagram, our Facebook, or just listening to the show. Shoot me an email and let me know that you're a leadhead. You listen to the show. Let me know what you like about the show. Let me know what you don't like about the show. Again, if you've got suggestions or comments, I'll welcome them. Send them talkinglead@gmail.com. Say, hey, Lefty, what up, brother? All right, so that's all I'm going to talk about today. I want to get into this interview with Senior Team Leader Garcia and with David. And it's cool stuff there with Santa Cruz Gun Locks. And Senior Team Leader is using this product as well. They use it in their US C-SOG rigs. I've seen it. I did a Facebook Live there at SHOT Show, kind of a tour of their big rig where they've got all their KSG shotguns, their RDBs, all their kit and gear. It's pretty cool rig, pretty cool setup that David did for them. And like he's going to tell you, he can do that for you at your home as well. So enjoy this show. Before we do it, make sure that if you guys are coming to the NRA annual meeting in Dallas, that you hit us up, because Eagle Imports is the official lead quarters of Talking Lead for the NRA annual meetings in Dallas. It's going to be booth 5921. I know they're going to be giving stuff away. They're going to have giveaways. They're going to be giving away guns there. I'm going to have stuff to give away. Like at SHOT Show, I had those awesome trigger safe custom Talking Lead trigger guards, your booger hook guards. So come by, see me, say hey, check out all the cool people that are going to be there that we're going to be doing interviews with. I mean, hey, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be an awesome show there in Dallas. So come by if you're a leadhead, or if you're not a leadhead, bring by somebody who's not a leadhead and introduce them to me as well. But look forward to seeing you guys there. Without further ado, we're rolling that beautiful bean footage.
Coolest dog ever. Oh, food? Food? You got food?
We're getting ready to go live here.
It's the best thing I've seen so far.
Interviewing Moog. The Moog.
Hey, Mo.
Yeah, right? That's the best thing about the show.
Hey, Mo.
Hey, touch. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right.
It'll be plugged in here the whole time. How'd you like what I wrote there? Oh, yeah, that was perfect. Ever seen a giant schnauzer naked?
Ah. Okay.
Hey, Mo.
Mo. Hey, Mo. Who's that? Mo.
Are we live?
Are we live or are we Memorex?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Do I sound like a radio guy?
Not whispering, you don't.
Oh, so am I supposed to talk like natural and everything?
There you go. Absolutely. Moog, you're a good boy.
Look who I am today.
Are you me today?
I'm you today.
Man, I don't think you could be that sexy.
Well, you're probably right on that one.
So, you just now, is that your first bite? What do you think? Birthday cake, man.
You want a banana?
Pretty good, dude. Oh, man, that would have been better. Always go natural versus synthetic. But hey,
Yeah, synthetic's pretty good.
who's saying anything,
I
right?
like synthetic.
Right.
All right, I got her back up running.
Okay.
Got this going. It looks like it's working all right.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, all right. Guys,
Man.
got all my technical issues worked out here. We are back at the 2018 SHOT Show.
Did you say testicles?
Day 2. No, you did.
Got all my testicles worked out.
And we are at the Lead Quarters, the Kel-Tec booth. And we've got our good buddy, Senior Team Leader Garcia, and Garcia's handler, Moog.
We're here, Mel. Can you say something? Well, he's busy eating a banana.
He's eating a banana right now.
Are dogs allowed to eat bananas?
I don't think they're bad for him.
Oh, my God,
I
man.
feed my dog.
No, there's some things that aren't good for him.
Let's just say he doesn't like the banana texture. 'Cause
Mine
he just
likes
destroyed
the
it.
chocolate covered, not chocolate, but yogurt covered raisins.
He's trying to look between my testicles right now because he dropped the banana there. But I can't allow that to happen. Not here on freaking Talking
Dude,
Lead
you
Live.
you didn't get all the peanut butter off?
Not yet. That's pretty bad, dude. You know,
Hey, you're the one doing it, not me.
you got this guy as a guest here. Freaking A. All right.
So, Senior Team Leader,
Yeah, buddy.
US C-SOG,
Man,
United
Yes.
States Correctional Special Operations Group.
did you say correctional?
Corrections?
It's corrections, dude.
I said, correct me.
I thought you said like
Did you
erection.
correct me? Corrections.
I'm not trying to correct you, dude.
Welcome in, buddy. So you've been busy this show. You've
Dude,
been doing demos.
It's been just freaking rocking, man. It's been an amazing show. Good people, but I can't get on your show because you got so many superstars on your freaking show, dude.
What are you talking about?
Dude, I was
You
here.
are the
Who did
superstar.
you guys have yesterday? You had the Donald come by here. I saw
Oh.
that picture of you and him.
Well, he wasn't on the show.
No, but he stopped
He
to
was
say
just
hi.
kind of like passing through. He made it look like.
Yeah. He stopped to say hi to Chad, or was it?
No, it was
Marty?
Chad.
It was fake it till you make it.
Hey, was he even on the show?
Actually, I photobombed Chad with with the Don,
Oh my gosh.
the Don Jr. Has he got a nickname or is he just Junior?
I don't know. Call him. He's a cool dude. How about that?
I just called him. I called him man. I said, "Hey man, can I get a picture with you?"
He did. He so did that.
What did he say back? Yes,
abso-
bearded one.
It's absolutely.
Absolutely. Then I snuck in and photobombed him.
No,
my God,
what he
man.
really said was, "No, can I get a picture with you?"
Oh, did the Secret Service
said,
say, "Oh, we want to get a picture with Chad. He's got the top secret."
Said I heard
security
Lefty was in the booth. Where's he at?
clearance." Lefty.
Yeah.
Who's Lefty?
That's me, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know who that is.
Yeah, I know. I'm giving you a hard time.
So what's going on with US C-SOG, man? What's new and exciting? You guys got some colorful additions to your rig.
Dude, you need to come by and check out our booth, right? Because we got colorful. I got the new black Schnauzer.
You got the new black, the
Isabella.
Moog.
Isabella.
Is this isn't Isabella?
No, it's not Isabella.
As opposed to the rainbow schnauzer you used
I'm
to have.
eating a protein bar, so it sounds really terrible. I'm sorry.
Come on, man. Get professional here.
I'm sorry.
We're professional
But
on
the
this
colors
show.
that we have on our new dogs are black. Guess what color we have? They're black, right?
The
Okay.
black Schnauzers.
So we're running these new KED systems by Kel-Tec, dude. Okay, we help
The shoes? Kids?
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Man, I had those when I was in elementary school. I love them.
You're so going to hell for that.
So
dude.
they make tactical kids now?
Yeah, the Kinetic Energy Deployment System.
Oh, okay.
Color. Now, people are gonna say, big deal. Big deal, right? Here's the big deal. There's no other less lethal shotgun right now in the United States, in the world, period, that is as versatile, has as many rounds, and I'm talking versatile, right? Meaning that you've got rounds that I can put in different magazine tubes, as you know with the KSG, right?
Oh, yeah.
Quit breathing in my face, dude. Sorry.
This Mo got doggy breath.
Mo is trying to jump into this microphone, right? So the KED system is the new revolution in law enforcement, safety, and less lethal basic operations. I mean, dude, 26.1 inches, small, compact, easy. I can deploy on targets
So
near
it's the
or far.
KSG. It's the KSG platform,
Right.
So what you're doing here is that they're color coordinated. I guess is lack of
Yes.
a better word.
yellow, bright orange.
Explain the different colors and,
So,
and why
yellow-
that's necessary on the KSGs.
Yellow is like traditional riot controls. You might have the little stock that you see with most police guys using out there.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is it can be easily misconstrued for a lethal shotgun. All right, because you got to remember it's only the stock and it's the forearm. But with the KEDS system, there's a couple safety factors that we have going on. The biggest thing is this: now we can deal with multiple protesters at multiple range distances.
Okay.
You couldn't do that before with a traditional shotgun. A traditional shotgun, you got to stack and hope to God that the person I'm deploying on meets the minimum engagement distance or hasn't exceeded the maximum engagement distance of that round, which happens. Yes, I know.
You get a little
kissing and SOG.
Moog is like, can I interrupt you, man?
Yeah,
I got something to say.
I love you, man. I love you too. I love you too. So, the KSGs, the KEDS, allows us to engage near proximity or far distances and put a combination of rounds. No other weapon you can do that with, man.
Yeah.
He's staring at my testicles.
So give an example of some of the non-lethal rounds
So
that would be used from this
There's this
platform.
thing called the Starlight by Lightfield Less Lethal. Starlight, Superstar. So that's for immediate engagement distances, up to 21 feet. Anything more than that I have to change around to really get into accuracy. And so I'm going to use a rubber slug, a mid-range slug, extended slug. And so, Mo here, real quick, while you're sitting there petting him, he's actually protecting all of us.
is.
Chad, he's protecting you. Whether
He's
you
on
like
point.
it or not, Chad, he's protecting you.
I feel safe.
Fear
He's
the
on
beard.
point.
Fear the beard. Not your beard, his beard.
There is a T-shirt in that.
You'll get there, Mo. You'll
Okay.
get there.
Well, he's working on it right now. He's looking at this guy with his hands in his pocket. He's wondering, is he playing with his gun or what? But
Hands
anyways,
out of pocket. Hands out of pocket.
Hands out of pocket. Easy. Hands up. Don't shoot. It's a hands up. All right, man. So
back to the Starlight.
Starlight. Superstars.
Starlight, Starbright. First star I see tonight is from a KSG KEDS.
Well, the thing about let me just jump in for a second. The shotguns with the different colors, and I think where he was going with this is that obviously under high stress situations, people do stupid stuff. You're not exactly fully aware of what's going on. Even law enforcement,
Even trained individuals,
as great as they are, mistakes can be made. So when you've got the entire gun is color coded like that, you know exactly what is in that gun, and you've got the right tool for the job, right?
Absolutely. But you also have the versatility
Right.
of being able to engage. This round may not be appropriate for this protester up front or this vehicle. If I'm going to come up to a vehicle and I want to use a less lethal round to breach the glass.
Right.
So, and then what do I do with the shotgun after that? So guess what? Flick the magazine, there's a select lever, and go into, a less lethal round, which is really great. So it's just the versatility.
And just one tube in the KSG gives you almost double the
my
ammo
gosh.
As a normal shotgun.
Exactly.
Normal deployable shotgun.
Now you
And then
Two.
now with your extended KSG, you get just ungodly amount of extra rounds.
Just keep shooting.
You
That's
just-
one of those that just keeps on giving,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But it keeps on giving with a high level of accountability, and that's where you're looking. That's where Kel-Tec has done. Kel-Tec has helped us with the design of this weapon to bring less lethal deployment of kinetic energy rounds to the next level. Highest level of accountability, versatility, scalability. So meaning however many protesters, whatever kind of that dynamics is really important.
Well, let's talk about safety. So obviously you're in the corrections community, environment. So the worst people on the planet, you go to the places where they end up. Well, the history of cell extraction was hats and bats. Let's get as many guys that are on duty right now to go in there with sticks and helmets and beat the crap out of an inmate to get him out of his cell or whatever. Well, somebody's getting hurt, whether it be the operator or whether it be the inmate. And so what C-SOG's done is you can go in with 2 guys and do the job of 15 guys from back in the day.
Absolutely.
And nobody gets hurt.
Moog said, I beg to disagree. He said, canines.
Dude,
Yes.
if you've never seen this
Not
guy
dudes,
do a cell
canines.
extraction, resistance is futile.
Yeah.
Trust
Well,
me on that.
Mo's part of the system, and this whole thing is a system. And I also like to point out that as far as litigation goes, not just injuries to the inmates, because although they are inmates, you don't want to be beating them up too much. And then also the officers, it's much safer for you guys as well when you got to go in. Yeah,
Absolutely.
and so this whole system creates a lot less litigation.
It does.
A lot less injury, a lot less hospital bills,
Right.
things of that nature. Yeah.
I mean, you got less lethal platforms that are out there that have been the Band-Aid in the past, but you can't take that same Band-Aid and keep reusing it and reusing it and using it, right? So, I mean, there are stuff that, they shoot inmates with these balls, these little balls that, like, have, like, baby powder out of them or OC. I'm like, well, shoot, man, why don't you just use an OC can? That'll take care of that business. But, like, one of the things that I saw out at range day, and I don't bust on anything, but they kept moving the target closer. And because the wind had a lot of dynamics behind it. I know. Mo is trying to tell me he's hungry, and he says that he wants to foobar. And his breath is getting really good now.
He's a good boy.
Look, do you see him staring at me? Seriously?
Yeah.
He's staring at me. You know what that is?
He wants to tell you something.
He's telling me something.
He wants a steak. That's what
He's
he's
like, I want to lay
telling
down, dude.
You gonna lay down?
He's like, this seat is uncomfortable as hell. Come on. Come on.
All right. So, from that perspective, you want a round, you want a shotgun, you want everything, like it's like a complete synergy, okay? But the thing about what makes the KEDS so uniquely great is that just the versatility, man, in what you can do with that weapon, in dealing with protesters in the less of the
So just to clarify this for our listeners and viewers, are we live?
We are live.
This is not a civilian model, right?
Nope.
This is only for LE and special operation groups right now.
Well, specifically C-SOG.
Yep. Specifically for us.
So exclusively right now.
Right,
For
roger
you
that.
guys. Gotcha.
It
Okay.
is.
Very cool.
I know, man.
But it adds color to your rig, though, right? If nothing else.
It's like a vending machine.
a vending machine. The Skittles of KSG.
And we take credit cards. I'm kidding. I'm hella kidding, man.
The Skittle
Hella
wagon.
kidding.
Yeah, I like it.
So,
But this is brand new from Kel-Tec for you
Right.
guys. You guys have just started implementing this just recently.
Right.
So
well, let me say something, man. Right?
Yeah.
5 years, dude.
no, you
Five
can't talk, man.
5 years, the KSG. You remember when we first started running the KSG, right? People were saying, Kel-Tec, forget it, throw it away. Where are we at now? Shoot,
Yeah.
one of the highest demanded in law enforcement shotguns in the world, dude. Why? Because we've been using it operationally 100% success. Hey, that's no smoke there. That's the truth, okay?
Right.
Every one of our units in the SOG community, that's less than 200 of us, are using it for real-world operations, dude. So Kel-Tec has gone beyond, and I call it the Pro Series for the Kel-Tec line on the KSG. I mean, they perfected that thing. So this guy wants to hug or sleep or just chew.
We got an audience. Yeah,
He wants
An audience
anybody.
out there.
But you know what it is? He thinks there's guns around. So he's like, boss,
There are
I'll
guns
protect
around.
you.
They're
I'll
everywhere.
protect you, boss.
Yeah.
Dude, your
So
radio
let's-
show is like going bananas.
Let's talk about.
I hear people talking about
It's
your
because
show.
we have great people like you and Mo on, and people want to hear more about the Giant Schnauzers here that
Giant Schnauzers.
you guys have added to your team.
More black to our team.
So Max
We're
is
a
taking
diverse group.
taking his retirement, right? So our listeners are familiar with Max,
He is the bomb, and you know what?
and he's here too.
He's here. He did his little demo, just a little bit, but you know what? He blazed the trail for us. He's the legend, dude. Okay,
Right.
Just blazed the trail for us, and I love him. So we have a new alpha that stepped up to the plate. We have Isabella, the first female Giant Schnauzer, to come into the program. She's just in the pipeline. We hope she makes it.
So are they related?
No way.
Okay, no relations.
No incest here, dude.
I was gonna ask. So are you gonna start breeding with Isabella?
No, dude, I don't breed. There's only one group out there that I would ever.
Are you suggesting he breed with a dog to get a half man, half dog
Jack.
corrections badass?
Can you imagine
Who freaking
the
thinks like that?
tenacity?
He
the
just asked
tenacity
you
of
the
that
question.
dog.
That's something out of the movies, dude. Like I Am Legend, I Am Schnauzer or something, dude.
I like it. I am Schnauzer.
I am the Riesenator.
It's the sequel.
I am Schnauzer Garcia
Yeah, we call them Riesen Schnauzers, right? That's the proper name for it.
for giant.
For giant Riesen Schnauzers. So I
Yes.
would say it. So we nicknamed it the Riesenators.
The Riesenators. I
Pretty
love that.
good, huh, man?
I love that. So how's he catching on? How's the
man.
Moog
Well,
doing?
Mo is doing good. This is
Is
his,
it Mo or Moog?
It's Mogan. M-O-G-N, meaning Hebrew for
But your-
shield of.
Your nickname, you call him Mo or Moog?
I call him Mo. I
M-O.
call him Moog on occasion.
Okay, all right.
So, and then really behind the scenes, I say, "Hey, Mogi,
That's your lovey love.
you got to be family time. You got
It's
to be
like, let's
cuddle.
cuddle,
You got
time
to be
to
cuddle
cuddle.
time. Mogi, come here." And he reluctantly goes, "Scooby," and looks at me like, "Don't ever call me Mogi. I'm a badass warrior."
So how many you got on your team now?
So we're running 7 Giant Schnauzers.
Wow.
Right now. And we got more in the pipeline coming from Europe, man, from Pomerland Schnauzers, man.
So you
They're
guys are
amazing.
just blowing up too.
Well, the demand for our dogs is just incredible in law enforcement right now. So really excited about that. Hey, can I say something about our new website, man?
Let's do it.
K1K9, Kilo 1K9.
Kilo 1 K9.
Yep.
That's your new website.
It's
So
our
what's
new
going on
website.
with your new website? Talk
Dude,
about it real quick.
Just everybody has so many questions about dogs and our guns and how we do use our equipment with our dogs. I'm like, okay, so I decided to start a kind of a website blog called Kilo 1 K9.
So they can interact with you there?
Sure can.
Is it .com?
.com.
.com? Okay.
Kilo1K9.com.
So talk about on your social media post, you've got
Workout stuff.
Razor's Edge.
Beyond the Razor's Edge.
Beyond the Razor's Edge. Talk about that.
Yeah, Beyond the Razor's Edge is US C-SOG side, right? I have to be very careful,
Okay.
crossing the lines there. So the C-SOG side does all the stuff with our unit and keeps that more of a serious side.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I cross over to STL Garcia Kilo 1 or our Kilo 1 K9, that's more of the guy. Okay, so the bottom line is this. How many SWAT guys or Navy SEAL guys do you talk to on a regular basis that come from behind the Iron Curtain that doesn't act like they're like a robot? Or act like, hey, I'm Billy Badass and I'm too good to talk to, right?
There's several.
There's a few, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, come on, man. Really, at the end of the day, when we're at the unit, we're all... But Chad has been with our units and other units, man.
Right.
We're a bunch of goof nuts, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're
Oh,
a bunch
yeah.
of freaking... And people don't see that side of us.
Yeah.
So I want to let people know, hey, man, we're not a bunch of, you know what, dictators
You're people
with the
too.
Aiders
We're
outfit.
humans too, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, the other big thing about that I'd like to point out too is just the support of the Second Amendment. I know that law enforcement, especially within the last couple of years, has been looked at as just, guys are scared that the cops are going to come kick the doors down and
Oh
take
my
their
God.
guns away and all this stuff.
Dude.
You're pro gun as it gets. You're pro
All day
freedom
long.
as it gets.
Second
Yeah.
Amendment supporters. Listen,
And
we're
that's,
not...
and that's part of it too. You want to show that you guys, you got families. You've even got a family pet.
Yeah.
And you want to go home to your family and you want to just live a free life just like any other American.
Law enforcement in general, period, and I say the majority of law enforcement, because I'm sure there's some people out there that want to play Gestapo, but the law enforcement in general are 100% supportive of the Second Amendment rights.
Yeah.
Listen, they
That's
leave their
the majority.
They,
the other people are the exception
they
to
leave
that.
their families and they have freaking guns in the house.
Of course.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Hell, they go to work carrying guns.
Yep.
So it's really one of those things where they get a bad rap, and we're trying to be much more of a public friendly.
Yeah, in this modern media environment that's that wants to point out every bad thing about every group,
Oh my God,
and they really love to attack law enforcement. I think it's great that you're doing something like you said, something a little more on the lighthearted side, the fun side, to show to sort of combat the modern day media and how they portray law enforcement.
Right. Absolutely.
That's a great point.
So the big thing is companies like Kel-Tec, shoot, you're for 'em, man, are always pro Second Amendment, but also, you guys never start going and bashing law enforcement.
Of course
you're
not.
always promoting us and helping raise money when one of our officers go down or whatever. I mean, we thank you guys all the time. I mean, just seriously, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're proud to do that.
Well, this is the venue for all like-minded individuals here.
It
We
is.
are at the 2018 SHOT Show. What anniversary is this of SHOT Show? By the way? Does anybody know? Like 40-something?
40th?
This is the
Oh, okay,
40th. So this is like a monumental one.
Yeah.
When are we going
Milestone.
to freaking back to Orlando, dude?
When do you want to go?
No, I'm talking
When are we
about
going-
SHOT Show going to Orlando. I want to go to Disney World.
Probably never.
It's never been there as far as I know.
No,
Why?
it's been there.
Yeah,
yeah. It started
back
out
in 2008,
Yeah,
2008, 2009. They was there like for 2 years in a row.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I
okay.
remember.
Yeah.
That's when we got our start.
It was supposed to
Nice.
bounce back and forth, but I'm actually glad it's staying in Vegas. To be
Really?
honest with you, yeah.
Yeah, you like the. I won't say it.
Well, I mean, it gives me
Don't
an
ask, don't tell. Have fun in Vegas.
The
stay in
climate.
Vegas. The climate.
No. I just
Clientele.
I just
Don't have
think
to worry about tornadoes here, or hurricanes.
No,
Well,
just
tornadoes.
just desert storms. Did you ever see that sandstorm that hit Vegas not too long ago? Holy, but Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chad.
Chad,
What
make
was
your
that?
point.
No. I was just going to say that out here in Vegas we get just the energy. There's a lot more energy out here because there's so much stuff to do out
Yeah,
here. In Orlando,
absolutely.
it's kind of a. I would say I grew up in Orlando, and it's a fun town, but it's spread out.
Way
Yeah.
too much. Absolutely way
And-
too much. I
and
have to agree with you.
Here, I literally can just get in an elevator, come down to this floor, and I'm right into the show.
Yeah,
And it's
absolutely.
the convenience of being in Vegas is just you can't.
Unless
beat
you're
it.
not staying on property, then you Uber here, Uber there. Uber.
But even then,
But it's still close. It's only like a $10 Uber ride, so
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
bad. It's
All
not
right.
bad at all.
So you want to hear?
I'm
the deal?
not complaining.
So you want to
Trust
hear the
me.
deal about these?
I love it
these-
here.
These schnauzers. What I tell people:
Let's hear it.
don't get him.
Don't. Because
Please don't. Because unless you have the time, the energy, they're like knuckleheads for the first 18 to 24 months.
Oh,
They're going to
that's
destroy
true.
your house.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you don't, I mean, these are dogs with
They
with
require
human
a
brains.
lot of attention,
a lot of
energy,
attention.
a
Now,
lot of
if
energy.
you've got that
You
and
can't
you're
coop 'em up.
disciplined, dude, then by all means get one. But I've seen too many people who get them and absolutely put them into rescues, and these dogs are destroyed. I mean,
that's
Let's
they
talk
go for
about your
popularity.
videos
So,
real quick and
hold-
tell everybody where they can go
Hang
get.
on. Tell me one thing. What to get Mo to where he is?
Yep.
How much time and how much money does it cost to do that?
2 years, he's insured for over $150,000.
Wow.
Bam.
2 years of
So there's
training.
another deterrent.
Now, at any time, he can be bombed out of the pipeline, and that would be $30,000, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 where we just threw away.
Wow.
I mean, you figure his grooming bill.
And you've had a couple dogs that just didn't make the cut, right?
We've had a number of dogs that just said, "Thank you, just not going to work." I mean, we've spent tens of thousands
Wow. Just
on saying bye-bye.
Just trying to get them started.
See ya.
Yeah.
And, but we don't just throw them away. We actually recalibrate them for PSD work.
Sure.
Or just you're good at home protection.
Repurpose them, yeah.
Yep. Stay there, and
Nice.
then we get them socialized, and then we adopt them out to families.
And they are purpose dogs. They live for
A purpose.
Yeah, so
they
protection.
want to be doing something.
It's not to say that the dogs that you guys repurpose for something else aren't good dogs. It's just that this is the highest level of
Yes,
training, the highest
absolutely.
level of operations and all
The
that kind of
razor's
stuff.
edge.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
We need them beyond the razor's edge, dude. We
Yeah.
need them because if you don't, it's gonna hurt all day long.
So tell everybody where they can go. You guys have some awesome videos out there.
We do, man.
Showing some of the high speed stuff that
Yep,
you're doing in
we
the
do.
corrections.
You can go to
industry.
our Facebook page, at STL Joseph Garcia. You can go to our Instagram page. Just click on just go to Kilo 1 K9 and see our social media side. That's Kilo 1 KILO1, the number 1 K9.
Now, am I ever going to
.com.
get the opportunity to helicopter with you again? I mean,
Dude.
you offered it to me once, and I couldn't do it at the
I know,
time.
man. I wanted
and
to
I'm
get you
kicking
in there.
myself in the ass.
No,
So,
it's okay, dude. We do that pretty
so I want to come
regularly.
down to your new digs
Easy down in Florida.
that I introduced you to.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
You
absolutely.
love that place, right?
Oh, dude,
The,
awesome.
the new C-SOG. What do you call it? Headquarters or
Headquarters. Yep.
okay? I didn't know what your official name might be for it, but
Not yet, but
I want to come down there and run with you guys for a week
all
or
day
so.
long. You know, Chad has been beyond the.
I know he has.
Freaking blowing crap up. Did you hit the detonator once?
Oh, yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sweet.
And he left a brown spot behind. Or was it a clear spot? I don't know which one it was, but dude, he did
Oh
an
my
amazing
gosh.
job. We throw him in a stack, and he moves with us. You know why we trust? Okay,
Did you get to Hilo?
Hey, no.
yet. We will.
Let's talk seriousness.
So me
okay?
and you, we need to go down together.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it.
Let's talk seriousness just for a second.
We're not serious here.
No, we have to be on this one. So
Okay.
everyone thinks, hey man, you operators, you guys invent stuff. Okay, yeah, we do, but you know who we really learn from? The sport shooters, the guys who do it in competition, like Chad. I mean, we learn, speed loading techniques. We learn, hey, your this competition 3-gun or whatever it is. What are you guys doing for X? And they'll come in.
Gear and stuff, yeah.
Gear
Sometimes.
or weapon manipulation
Yeah.
or just shooting techniques on platform wise, and then we take it and say, okay, we're going to apply this in real time. So that's why we bring in guys like Chad. We don't bring in everybody. You got to be trusted. You got to know what you're doing. First of all, can't afford you to shoot me in the ass, even if it is the ass. But I mean, we're shooting in real time, and he's doing live fire with us in real time, and he's got a high clearance for us to do that.
It's the most fun you can have legally, for sure.
Yep. and so
Awesome.
I'm going to invite you, man, because I know you can handle a gun really well. And
Oh,
just
yeah.
sit down
You'd
with
love
us. Love to kind of glean off of you, what you're doing from your experience, and because we're constantly learning off each other. And people, we're not the beginning and all end all. The Navy SEALs, Delta, they bring in some of the best shooters in the world to say, hey, teach us how to shoot this 1911 or whatever. So
That's how you get better, man.
Hey, man, all
Gotta
day
have
long.
open mind.
And then go to Talking Lead and get more information.
Garcia,
Yes.
brother, thank you so much for being on.
Thank
Mo,
you, man. Mo Meister.
good boy.
Yep.
Good boy. Come back anytime. You know you're welcome. And we're going to try to get Garcia up in our neck of the woods in Tennessee and
Oh, man.
do some stuff. So you guys stay tuned. Watch your social medias for posts of Garcia
We're
coming
gonna do
to a city
bullpup
near you.
all the time.
Awesome.
Yes.
Thanks,
All right.
guys. Thanks, Chad. Fear
You
the
got
beard.
it, buddy.
Mo, fear the beard. Let's go.
We'll be back with more from the Kel-Tec booth, the official headquarters of Talking Lead.
All right.
We get that one going. Okay, let's try this again. Ding, 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 round two.
Round 2.
So we had a little a pause in the action there. So what we're doing now, Garcia is going to make an announcement, huge announcement here again, exclusively here on the Talking Lead podcast.
Yep.
And I was introducing David at the time. So David with Santa Cruz
Gun Locks.
Boom is joining us as well for
Well,
the
pronounce
special.
your last name, David, because it does not sound like it's written Tanos.
Yes, so it's Thanos.
Who? Yeah, exactly.
What?
I used to say Mr. Thanos.
Thanos, and how do you pronounce?
No, it's
Mr.
ass.
T.
You said Tanasha Wisha?
Tanasha Wishy. Wishy Wishy.
Hashawashi?
Thanos. But we'll leave that shit in Hungary. We'll call it
So it's
Thanos, Mr. T.
Mr. T.
Whose gators are these, man?
I think they're either yours or mine.
They're going to be yours, not
Okay,
mine. Mine are
okay.
not that dirty.
I think they're going to be mine now. It's on the table. It's mine. I take
Do I look cooler on the podcast this way?
You do.
Okay.
Ask the listeners.
Okay, guys.
You look really cool.
You look amazing.
You do. So, Senior Team Leader Garcia is here joining us with a special announcement. He's got Mogan and Max.
Mogan the attitude. And Max.
Mogan's
the
got
legend.
a tude.
Yeah, Mogan is the alphabet. He's got to have a little tude. I think he's got
You
a little
know?
senior tude
Absolutely,
on
man.
him, dude.
Absolutely. So
He's got stuff to prove.
Like I said, I may start choking up a little bit when he gets into this, but
I'm going to tell the whole story.
so
How
let's-
about that?
Let's start at the top.
All right.
Start at the top.
Okay. We got, I got a call one day from a rescue, dude. A rescue. And I'm in Virginia. And they said, hey, we got this dog that we want you to check out. Because we know you guys do like these giant schnauzers. I said, yeah. And, well, he's about to be put down. And what's the deal? We think he'll be great for you. Yeah. No, thank you. And they said, please, would you guys look at him? Here's his story. So he grew up, and he was brought over from Europe, and the lady who had brought him from Europe, she was obviously in the medical field or whatever,
Right.
living in a very nice, posh apartment that said no dogs over 25 pounds.
Okay.
Well, Max soon grew up to be 50 pounds,
50
60
pounds.
and guess where she put him at? In the closet, in a cage.
Hiding him
She
in a closet in a
paid
cage.
somebody every day to come and feed the dog, and the guy would come, or the kid would come and throw food through the crate, and just basically harass the dog. To let him go outside, they would go on the balcony and tell him to go poop or pee or whatever he had.
Oh, wow.
Then they put him back in the closet, turn the lights
That's
off.
horrible.
How long did this happen for?
9 months.
Holy shit.
So 9
So-
months of his life.
Anyways, the kid comes over and brings his little sister. What do you think the little sister does?
Oh, my God. Terrorizes him.
Puts her finger through where? The crate.
The crate. Did she
What do you
lose?
think happened to her finger?
I think she lost it. I think she lost that
Clean off.
like that.
Yes.
I'm holding up a note
So
right
that
now.
night, they take the dog and put him out on the curb. Called the rescue and said, come and get this dog. Rescue came and get the dog. Oh, he was such a cute guy, beautiful brown eyes. A couple, foster couple,
Right.
come and take him. What do you think he does within 24 hours?
He tears their house up.
Bites the lady
Ah.
in the calf. Takes a chunk out of it.
Oh, my gosh.
Returns him back to what? The rescue. And so what happens from that point is he is slated to do what?
Be put down.
Go and be put down. Bye-bye, lights out.
Yeah.
So they had another family to come and get him, or the way that what they were doing was holding him. And so this guy says, "Hey, there's this guy in law enforcement, and he's like some dude in prison, and
Some dude in
he
prison.
got 2 black dogs, giant schnauzers. Let's call him." They harassed me for 24 hours. I mean 24 hours. They called
So
me.
at this time, you're already into the schnauzers.
I'm in the shadows, but I'm not really doing much with them other than, hey, these are cool dogs. Let's take one and make one narcotics.
Yeah.
Let's take the other one and just, for what the hell?
And how many
right?
years ago is this?
10 years.
10 years.
So we take this dog, right? Anyways, had no intentions. And the lady says, would you come and get this dog? So I said, hey, we're going from Virginia to Arizona, and you want me to travel 500 miles south. Yeah, sure, I'll do that. With trucks and trailers. Said no one.
Said no one. Said not this guy.
They said, we'll even waive your adoption fee.
So you saved $25?
So this, you're going to waive $300, and I'm going to spend, I don't know, for 5 vehicles, or actually 4 vehicles at the time, tractor trailers and everything.
Hotels, food.
And I have to move a team, right, to go down 500 miles south, to go 3,000 miles or 2,400 miles west to Arizona.
To Arizona?
Said no, thank you. They called me at 11 o'clock at night. Would you please, we'll even pay for your fuel for 1 vehicle.
For 1 vehicle.
I got 4. We're going. So long story short, I said, listen to me. Our vehicles are moving now. I will reroute. I'll come down. I'll just look at this dog. If anything's wrong with this dog, I'm packing up and I'm leaving. So they meet us at 4 o'clock in the morning. Where? In front of a Home Depot. And so in front of a Home Depot, there's this guy standing with this dog, right, in the middle of the parking lot. I pull up with our trucks, lights are on, and I see this dog going, staring at the lights, right? Yeah. And we pull in.
Who's this interesting person?
So I grab these breaching gloves, and I can tell. And there's the lady is sitting in a car, right? And she's doing this to him, like, waving, like, get rid of the dog, get rid of the dog.
Hurry.
Right? So I look at my partner at the time. I said, listen, dude, if this dog fucking bites me, I'm pulling a bullet in its head, right? So I put on these massive breaching gloves, these Broco gloves. I'll never forget that. And I walk up to him, and he's just sitting there, and he's mesmerized, like, these big floodlights, and there's a body coming to him, like at the Close Encounters. Right? I can imagine.
It's like a UFO or something.
And this kid is sitting there with all his fur and his glory and everything, and he's got his brown eyes looking at me. And then I look at him, I said, I grab his cheeks. He remembers. He looked at me. I grab his face with my gloves. Right now, I press in. I look at him. I look like like gorillas in the mist. Right. So we're making eye contact. I said, "Okay, buddy. Here's the deal. You take care of me, and I'll take care of you." So I walk over to the truck. I tell the guy, "Unleash the dog," and he goes, "Oh no!" I said, "Unleash the dog and just hold him by the collar." And I open the back of my truck because it's 4 doors. I open the back of my truck, and we're talking a tractor trailer, man. I got a sport chassis, right? And I said, "In, boss," just like that. And he runs from the car and jumps into the rig.
Really?
Smelly, nasty ass breath, everything, right? What happens, man? Bottom line is this. We get about 1,000 miles. I find the nearest freaking PetSmart. I go into the grooming. I said, please, is there anything you can do to, shave this dog? She goes, the best I could do would be shave him right now because I don't know how to do the Schnauzer cut. I said, I don't give a rat's ass. I'll pay you extra. Yeah. Just clean him, clean that ass, whatever it is you got to do, right? His breath, brush his teeth, do something. Man, they cut him so tight. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. But, leave a little Schnauzer face. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Long story short, for the first 2 years, we were almost laughed out of every conference there was. Mm-hmm. It was hard training him because I didn't understand the Giant Schnauzer. Then I understood their temperament, their mindset, that he was just immature. And so people say, I want to get a Schnauzer. I say, don't get one. Don't get one unless you've got the energy, the consistency, and you've got the room because these guys are high energy.
And the experience, too.
Okay, so here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
He starts learning, and I start learning his mindset. He starts blowing away all of the schools he was going to. Blowing it away. They were like, who is this dog, and where did this dog come from, right?
He's just
amazing.
Eating it up. He's eating it up.
So he was like the black sheep, a dog that was going to be put down. And then the real test came when we had our first little mini riot. And he went in there and did his fucking job exactly the way he needed to do it. And then he was the first dog, and we're talking 8 years now, that I was playing with the laser one day, and he was like, what's that? What's that? What's that? So I said, you know what? Let me try something. I'm teaching him right now to hold off on his food and sit. So I put his food at one end, and I followed it with the laser, right? And he was like, and then he's staring at it because he knows how to eat. Then I said, loose. And he goes, and he eats his food. What the hell? The dog sees green lasers. So I started doing that with targeting.
Yeah.
And then I was the first guy who took riot situations, and I put a flashlight on the area where I needed to go to, then I put a laser on the guy that I needed him to hit. And guess what he did? In front of some very key people in the canine community, and they said, holy F, how did you do that? Never saw that. And so I guide my dog with the laser. I was doing a lot of cool ass things with it.
Yeah.
This dog has gone through, this dog's been kicked, he's had ribs broke, he's been stabbed on his side. You look at him.
Are you serious?
If I clean this dog off, you'll see stab wounds from stitches that he's had. He's had his nose busted up. Dude, this dog has had a pencil stuck in his thigh, by freaking inmates. But like a troop, you never would know. Never. He'd yelp, he'd cry, but he'd still stay to fight and bite, right? And I come up there and I'm like, oh, what the hell? Do my thing. So long story short, we all have a partner. He's been with me personally, seen me through my worstest times, and he's been with me and seen the best times. When you ever have those times when people look at you, they say, you'll never make it? You'll never do this. You're a radio station. Oh, that's nice. I got a bigger social media radio. Well, look at you now, man. Talking lead going through the roof, right? So it's the same thing with us. You have to have the fortitude to be able to say, I don't care what you say. Lock it out and drive on with that vision and mission.
Yeah.
Follow exactly what your heart says, and I did that with him. And today, we have been all over the world, man. Freaking all over the world. He's got hundreds of missions. This dude has done some incredible things. You can move him. Yeah, it's okay. Max, he plays dead. I'm sorry, Derek. He's playing dead right now. He's retiring, you know.
He's like, it's nap time.
It's nap time.
It's nap time.
And so, he's just lying there still, man. What the hell? That's a good-ass dog for you. So, you know, when you look at a dog, right, and I'm just going to say this one thing. Have you ever experienced a friend that has done something super nice for you, but nobody's ever seen it? And you say, man, I wish I could tell people that cool thing that you did for me. Have you ever experienced that? Sure. Somebody's done something. This guy's done something super nice for me, not just once, countless times. But because we're behind the walls, beyond the razor's edge, nobody ever sees it. So we don't get the TV glory. So when we do high-risk transports and they see this big black dog walking next to the inmate and they see this dog clearing halls during hospitals and things like that, nobody ever sees it, you know? And so he's an unsung, unseen hero, because all these prisons and jails that hold the scumbags, okay, these individuals, I can't say scumbags, but these individuals that fail to comply, all right?
The worst that our society has.
The most devious, evil, perverted individual, whatever.
Right.
This guy has worked in it, and he's done it very professionally. And so it's time to say goodbye. And so he's made his public debut. He's been the ambassador for Giant Schnauzers. He's blazed the trail. He's used technology.
Boy.
He's done amazing things. And he's getting on now, man. And so he sleeps a lot now during the day, and he's had a good show. And so I was under the mindset of never taking this dog and using him all the way to the end, because I want to have him have a little life. And so he's going to retire today outside.
You're going to let him enjoy his life.
Enjoy his life.
That is awesome. That is awesome, brother.
So it's like...
this is your boy. It's your best friend right here.
It's your best friend.
Your
He's
boy.
somebody that...
and he's going to spend it with you. You guys are going to be together, right?
I'll be on the road traveling.
A lot.
He'll be with Mama.
But he'll be looking forward to you when you get home.
Enjoying life, dude. And so the bottom line is this. All those awesome supporters, even some of your followers on Talking Lead, I mean, have supported us and followed us on Facebook, Instagram. But just wanted to say thank you, because he's not the guy like, you know, you get most police heroes or war heroes who are out there, right? And because they're known. I mean, everyone sees them.
These are the unsung heroes
unseen heroes, man.
Yeah, the canines.
So he's going to go away quietly and enjoy
so he's just
a good
retiring.
life.
He's not.
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's not putting him down.
Nope. Not today. Not tomorrow. Ever. I hope.
No.
I'll let him.
He's still got a lot of life in him.
He does.
A lot of living to do, and he's going to live it like a champ.
He's almost 70 years old, man.
In dog years.
Dog years.
It was that 7 years, or they
something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you what.
And he's still ready to break you.
You get a little food in him.
He can still take you down.
Yeah, that pizza right there, he'll attack that heartbeat. Give him that pizza, man.
He's a little treat snack for me, buddy.
He's a great dog, man, and I'm going to miss him. We're not going to see him anymore at any more shows, any more public debuts, because I think it hurts him to see other dogs who are working and doing the thing now.
Yeah.
He was a trailblazer. We call him the legend still. So now we have the other alphas, right?
Yeah. Well, his job now is protecting Mama at home.
Protect Mama at home, stay at home, and just enjoy life.
His job's not done.
Eat good food.
Yeah. Eat steak, right?
I just think for his mental mindset, it's good for him to be cool. And just let him know. He left out on a very high note. You know
Very
what I mean?
good. Yeah.
Amazing note.
So are you going to have like a big service?
We are.
Big celebration?
Quietly, just with some close friends, you guys, Talking Lead, the Santa Cruz Gun Locks. We're going to have a nice little party for him while we're here at the Strip, and everyone get together for dinner and just relax.
You do some strippers and...
Yep. Strippers?
Max, some strippers, some poodles.
Can we find some testicles for
donkeys and for Max?
You ever see those bull balls that hang from the bumpers of vehicles? Can we get a set of those and put them on his tail or something? Do they really?
Yeah,
why,
I know they did in Tennessee. I don't know. They outlawed them in Tennessee. It's against the law to have those.
They were actually distracting,
right?
I remember just driving and I looked one time and go, "What the hell is that?" Right? So it's like, do you have bull balls?
I'm going to get some.
I'm
going to get some.
The Santa Cruz Gun Lock truck, that beast of a truck, have bull balls hanging in it.
So, I mean, it's the only thing it's missing.
It's the only thing's lacking, right?
Have you seen his truck? That big black Dodge truck. I'm sorry, it's a Dodge.
Have I seen
by
your
the
truck?
way.
You'll see it.
We're getting ready. We're going to go see it at the end of the show today.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're going to go see all.
Awesome, man.
He's going to take me in his truck to your truck.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, Leadheads, we're gonna get a personal up-close tour
Right.
of the US C-SOG rig.
Right.
Do you have you got a pet name for your rig?
Yeah,
Your
the
truck?
Riesenator.
The Riesenator.
Like we call them Giant Schnauzers,
Yeah.
they're called the Riesenator.
Okay.
Riesenator.
Don't talk about your truck.
What's that?
You got a name for your truck.
It's a
That truck is the Riesenator.
The Riesenator, man.
Okay.
Actually, the trailer's a Riesenator, but the front cab, his name is Max.
There you go.
Max.
After Max.
Maximus.
Max.
Because he led the way.
Maximus. So anything that's number 1 gets named Max.
Max. I like that. So we're going to have a nice little send-off for Max tonight. 10 years of service?
10 years.
Almost 10 years of service.
Almost 10 years.
And he's not stopping it. He's going to go home. He's going to take care
Right.
of Mama. And so you've got a whole nother team.
Yep.
You've got Mogan.
Yep.
And talk about your other ones.
So we've got Isabella.
Rising Schnauzers.
We got Isabella. We got Gunner. We got Mogan. These are the guys that are coming up and all specialized.
And how old are they now?
From idiot.
Different ages?
From 5 months idiot, 6 months old to
Little boneheads.
to 3 years old. You know, so we got in between staggering, and then we've got more coming online. That's all.
So
we
you
have.
got the Moog here with you today.
Moog is here.
He's
over
going to
there.
help celebrate.
Yep, he's relaxing, staying
Yep.
out of the way.
Take a little break.
Yep.
And so US C-SOG,
Yes,
you guys have the website.
we do.
You've got the YouTube channel that you're putting out amazing content.
Right.
You've got your personal
It's called
Page.
Kilo 1 K9.
Kilo 1 K9.
Yep.
And you can see these good boys in action.
Yep.
Yes, you can.
All day long,
And
man.
I mean, it's amazing the amount of work that you have to put in. I mean, it looks like it's easy. It's like they're just born to do it, but you train them.
I do.
mean,
Whoa,
it takes.
whoa.
It takes.
I don't
well,
train them.
you have
I'm a
them
handler,
trained,
dude. Yeah, I'm a
You
handler.
have them trained,
Yeah.
and you're trained on how to handle them.
Yep.
Obviously, but that takes. I mean, that takes hours and hours and hours of.
Real world training.
Yeah.
Real world deployment. Getting these dogs.
And not only them, but you too.
Yeah.
I mean,
It does.
You got to train on how to
and
take
you gotta,
care of them.
You got to live and learn. You know what I mean? You just got to deal with it as it comes. So
Right.
That's all you can say.
So looks like we're going to have to cut the show short here, but
Thank you.
we got more coming, and you're going to be on the show. We got some things planned for senior team leader in
Yep.
Tennessee.
Got it.
And we'll make some announcements for that coming up.
All right, man. Thank
All
you,
right,
guys.
buddy.
All
Thank you.
Bye bye.
All right. We're
So
going to talk about the racks now.
Okay.
Is this round 3?
No, this is actually round 2.
Round 2.
Yeah, the first one was all about Max.
Yep.
All right, so David,
Marty.
I can't say your last name. I'm trying to formulate it in my head, but Santa Cruz.
Santa Cruz Gun Locks is all people have to remember.
Santa Cruz Gun Locks. And the reason we know you is you are affiliated with Senior Team Leader Garcia. You actually outfitted his rigs with your locking systems.
Yes.
For his guns, for his weapons.
Yeah.
His arsenal.
All his sexy vehicles have our sexy gun racks in there.
Sexy gun racks. And talk about your gun racks, because they're a little different than your normal, just regular old gun rack.
They are. You can buy a lot of high quality stuff, and it's high quality stuff. The thing is, it tends to be firearm specific, mounting location, or vehicle specific. And that's where we're different, where it's Lego Don't Sue Me. It's like a Lego set
Okay.
that you build.
I don't think Lego
around-
listens to the Talking Lead podcast, so you're probably clear.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Lego.
Thank you, Lego.
So, yeah, it's a Lego set. You build around your firearm, your installation environment. So that's why we're able to secure KSGs, RDBs, RFBs, all the Kel-Tec good stuff, and everything else, your carbine, shotguns, blah, 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 inside Joseph's rig or your own rig or your home or under your bed or your UTV or your...
Wherever you can mount, you can use your racks. And so you've got a cool locking mechanism system, and you likened it to handcuffs.
Yes.
A soft pair of handcuffs.
Yes, it's basically, if you try and imagine it, it's a rubberized handcuff, and it just wraps around the weapon. It's as simple as that. That's our patented thing, and that's the hammer we solve all of our problems with, and our Lego parts that go around it. So that's really it.
Yeah, simple but effective, and customizable.
Absolutely.
And how are they on modularity?
Modularity is their thing. It's our thing.
That's your thing.
That's
what
our thing.
You do. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Santa Cruz
Santa Cruz is modular.
Gun locks.
Yes.
Gun racks.
Gun locks. Santa Cruz gun
Okay,
locks.
You like the gun locks. Okay.
And you go on rapidgunracks.com if you want to buy them.
Okay.
Because they're rapid. They're quick.
These are just now being made available to the public. Beforehand, you were just making these available to law enforcement. Is that correct?
Yeah, 30 short years of
30 short
learning
years.
how and why a law enforcement officer needs to get his gun right away when he needs to get his gun. And that's where we come from. We come from an environment where if you need your gun, you need your gun right now.
Right then.
Right then and there.
So describe how. So if I want a quick access, how do I detach my gun from your lock?
So to keep it simple, it's RFID, pin pads, and keys. But with RFID, we have different options, and these all come with the package. You get wristbands for your wrists, in case that was confusing. You get stickers
In case that was
for your phone or any piece of gear or thing that's with you all the time. And you also get key fobs for your keychain, and you get a key. You get 2 uniquely cut keys for your lock, for your rack.
Yeah.
Those are the main opening options. You can also use a push button. You can use the pin pad on the RFID device.
You've got a lot of different options.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
whatever you feel more comfortable with, then
we throw a whole bunch of opening options at you because it's all about accessibility. We are facilitating access to your peace of mind.
very cool. So Santa Cruz Gun Locks is the website.
SantaCruzGunLocks.com if you are a law enforcement officer. And if you are you or me,
Civvy?
yeah, you
You're
go
civvy.
on RapidGunRacks.com.
RapidGunRacks.com. You guys go there, check these things out, especially if you've got several guns, and you're looking for a good way to store your guns safely, but then at the same time easily accessible. These things aren't going in. Once you get them in those locks, they're not going anywhere. Nobody's taking those out unless they've got the key.
It's
whatever system of key that you've got it set up for.
There's a lot of metal in these things. There's a lot of metal. With that said, it's just metal.
They're heavy duty. They're
So-
going to take a lot of pounding.
Don't use them like a safe because that's
Don't-
not what they are.
There
They're
you go.
facilitating rapid access to your firearm, and they're keeping it secure for you to access it.
Yeah, it's not a safe.
It's not a safe. Guys,
It's
what is
not
it
a
not?
safe.
Yes.
It's not a safe.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. But it is the
Daryl,
way.
what is it not?
It's not safe.
There you go.
Yeah.
Daryl just shows up. He's the gun barrel guy.
Hi,
And,
Daryl.
He even gets it.
That is a sexy gun barrel.
That is a carbon fiber gun barrel.
16-inch AR-15, 223 wild caliber, very, very sexy. If you could wrap sex up and sell it, that's what it looked like. Or it looked.
That's why it has the tip.
Correct.
Okay.
No, you can take the tip off.
Okay.
Just-
Okay.
that's-
Just the tip.
That's people just
That's
like
just the tip.
right?
Okay.
Just the tip. So I got to show Chad this. He's gonna drool all over this. I wanted you to see the carbon fiber gun barrel. Yeah.
We talked yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
just telling him about.
The carbon fiber gun barrel.
You can look at it. Look at this one.
So if one of your guns happens to have a carbon fiber gun barrel, it's not going to, your lock system's not going to hurt that in any way because you've got
Rubber.
the soft
Rubber
rubber
all
on
over the
locking.
steel.
Yeah, so you're not got to worry about scarring, scuffing, marring up your firearms when you put them in this thing.
Yeah, it's a nice way to display beautiful firearms, and it's a nice way to keep work guns at the ready. So whatever you want to do, we've got the Lego set for it.
There you
And
go.
you shouldn't try and Lego it together because we've Legoed with these parts for 30 years.
You got
should
it down pat. It's where it needs to be.
Call us, socialists, send us a fax. We're
And
real
you will
people.
work. You work with maybe helping somebody customize you know, a wall or a room that they're thinking about doing? Do you help them design that as well?
I get excited about that stuff as much as the guy who's finally building his own gun room.
Yeah.
I want to get in there and sexy it up for you. So that's why I say, call us socialists, send us a fax. I'll send you a fax back.
A fax? You got a fax machine?
Yeah.
Fax. There's an app for that, right?
Law enforcement still use just the fax. So we use the fax. If you use the fax, it's fake news.
That's hilarious. So, guys, definitely go check them out. Military, law enforcement, Santa Cruz
Gun Locks.com.
And if you're a civvy,
rapidgunracks.com. Yes.
And you go there and you customize it. They ship it out to you?
Yeah. You'll be talking to me,
yeah,
or you'll be talking to one of my guys, and you'll be talking to a family-owned business who wants to win your business. So I can feed my kids so they can feed their kids. And you know how it goes.
And you can buy Legos.
You can buy Legos.
You can buy your Legos.
It's the sexiest Lego set that's not an AR-15 build kit
that's ever been.
And we're selling it to you.
So I've got to look into getting, I know Pepper would appreciate me cleaning up my gun room. So these are something we got to look into.
I would appreciate
just
coming to you and cleaning up your gun room.
Well, come on, because I need help.
hey, I am your help.
It's not a one-man job, let me tell you. It is a disaster area.
I can't wait to see that.
It is a mess. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Put pictures of that up on the radio.
Of my gun room? Yeah. Oh, no.
I would like to see
put my face up on the radio.
Yeah. We could do
good
that.
For radio.
Put your face up on the radio? Yeah. I got a face for radio. All right, guys, that does it for another episode of the Talking Lead podcast. And yes, I do have a face for radio. So appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving Talking Lead over the past 5 years, and looking forward to your continued support. Tell your brothers, mothers, buddies, even your enemies about the show. If you like it, spread the word. We're trying to grow the Leadhead Brigade. Hit us up on social media, Facebook, Instagram. You can listen to us on iHeartRadio, iTunes, Spotify. We're even on YouTube. I post the shows on YouTube. There's been several you Leadheads that requested that we do that. And since then, all the shows are posted on YouTube. And then, of course, make sure you go and support those that make this show possible and free at no cost to you. And all the awesome prizes that a lot of them supply and put out there for you guys as well. High Threat Concealment, check them out at highthreatconcealment.com. Right On USA, the official optics of Talking Lead. Check them out at rightonusa.com. X-Steel Targets, xsteeltargets.com, the best, most affordable AR-500 steel targets on the market today, and they're made in the USA. Modern Spartan Systems, modernspartansystems.com. Don't just clean your firearms, optimize them. Modern Spartan Systems. VanQuest, check them out, vanquest.com. 1776 United, get all your Talking Lead swag, t-shirts, patches at 1776united.com. Kel-Tec, and we greatly appreciate Kel-Tec for sponsoring the show, being the official lead quarters for 2018 SHOT Show. I think we're probably going to see a repeat on that for next year at the 2019 SHOT Show. And then, of course, for the NRA annual meeting, big thanks to Eagle Imports for being the official lead quarters. Look forward to seeing you guys there. Like I said earlier in the show, if you're going to be there, come by, say hey, introduce yourself. I love meeting you guys. And I should have some cool swag for you. And like I said, Eagle is also going to be giving away some stuff there too, which I'm pretty sure there's going to be a gun involved. And of course, if you guys have any comments, suggestions, you got a Jackwagon Train nomination or a fact to fight the myth, you guys get in touch with me. Send those. I love hearing from you. Send them to me at talkingled@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Facebook. TalkingLead@gmail.com is the best way to get in touch with me. Look forward to receiving those emails. And let's get those ratings up on iTunes. I need some more feedback. Need feedback on that. Reviews. Like Enigma TX. These guys are informative and easy to listen to. I mean, it's just something that simple you can put on there. Great podcast with lots of informative content. Look forward to this podcast every week. It might be my favorite gun podcast, at least top 3. At least we're top 3. Great show. Found you because of Student of the Gun episode. Downloading all your old podcasts to listen in the car during the commute to work and back. Very cool. We got one from Squash EDC. He's been a guy who's won something here recently. I remember sending Squash EDC something. I think he won a tactical squirrel box. Anyway, he left a comment on here. Being a semi-new shooter, I've fallen in love with this podcast. You are guaranteed to learn and laugh every episode. This show drives me to become a better shooter and spread the love of firearms. Very cool, Squash EDC. Appreciate that. So just something simple, or you could put something, like Squash EDC put on there. Just go iTunes. Leave us a ranking. Very easy to do, very quick to do, and it's going to help our ratings and bump us up. And then, of course, by you sharing and telling all your family and friends about the show, getting them to listen, download it, helps that as well. Thank you guys again for 5 years, and we're looking forward to another 5 years and beyond with you lead heads and the Lead Head Brigade. As always, lead heads, keep your loved ones close and your firearms closer. Bam. Just a trail here.